Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to create this still life stop motion animation. Let me show you first what it is. So I'm pressing my arrow key down to show you this stop motion presentation. Okay, so you will notice here that we have a few effects. First, we have some fade in. Okay, and then we've got some moving text, and then at the very end we've got some fade out effect. Okay, so what that fade in and fade out effect actually is just a shape that I have changed the transparency with. So let's go ahead and have a look at how to actually recreate that. So I'm gonna highlight and delete these boxes, and I'm gonna create the word art. Okay, just resize that, put that somewhere there, insert again, this time type life, press enter, make sure that they are aligned to the left side. I'm going to click on still and change the coloring. Something like this. And select life and change it to maybe like that. Okay, I'm going to show you first the idea of the fade in, and then we're going to apply that. The idea is that you have a shape, okay, you have a shape that is on top of something, and then that shape is gradually changing its transparency so that from 100% opaque or 100% not transparent to totally transparent, or maybe 10% transparent. So just gonna copy this and then paste it here so you see the idea. Okay, so this is 100% opaque, it's not transparent, and this one I'm going to change this, I'm going to change its transparency. So in order for me to do that, I'll click on fill color, and instead of choosing just the color, I'm going to choose custom, and on this particular area here I'm going to slightly move it down. That's going to make it a little bit transparent. You can kind of see what's behind this particular object already. And if I copy that again and then paste that, okay, then choose fill color, and then choose custom. And then I'm gonna move it down to transparency and then click OK. You'll see that this is much more translucent, or it's much more transparent than this one. I'm gonna copy that again and then paste it, then change the transparency of that one. Okay, so the idea is we're going to be covering this whole slide with a shape, and then we're going to duplicate that and make that shape transparent. So that's the idea. So I'm gonna delete this. Okay, and then I'm gonna copy, actually duplicate. Okay, and for this one, I'm gonna choose the first slide and make a shape the size of the I want to make it a little bit bigger than the actual slide. Okay, so, and I'm gonna change the color to dark gray. Okay, now it's completely covering my slide. If I move the shape, you can actually see what's behind it. So, and then I'm gonna duplicate that slide and click on the shape, and this is where we change the transparency of that shape. Okay, duplicate the slide, click the shape, and then change the transparency. Okay, so remembering that we have 12 frames or 12 slides for every second, gonna make sure that this kind of animation is within a second and a half or 1 second. So I'm gonna have maybe 12 slides where the transparency is changing. Okay, click, choose custom, move that a little bit, duplicate, choose custom, duplicate again, click the shape, custom, move the slide down, duplicate, you'll have to do this until the shape is transparent. So if in case you're wondering why you don't see the fill color, that's probably because you did not click the shape. So you have to click the shape or an object for the fill color to show up. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, and then slide 15, I'm just gonna remove that particular shape, and then I'm just gonna duplicate that a few more times so that for 4 frames it'll stay white and people will see that it's saying still life. Okay, so fading out is just the opposite of this. You just need to start from this and then make your shape really transparent or like really translucent, and then change it to gradually become opaque. Okay, so in the very beginning of my stop motion I had a few frames, several frames, I think 13 frames, where the color is just dark gray. So I'm gonna duplicate the first frame. Is this a shape? Okay, just gonna delete that, delete these, and I'm gonna change the background to dark gray. Okay, now again you could also do this for multiple slides, so let me show you how to do that. Say for example, I'm gonna select one and press shift, select the second slide, then duplicate, see what's happening there, select that, and then right click, duplicate. I have 8 slides now. I want to create 12 slides. Again, press shift and then select another slide. That will select multiple slides. Right click, duplicate. So now I have 12 slides. I'm going to select select all of these by pressing shift and then going to my last slide, press shift and then click the next slide or click the last slide that you wanted to select, right click and then choose change background and then choose the color that you want. So if I go through my animation, it'll be dark and then suddenly showing up still life. Let's have a look at what's next. Okay, so what's next is that I'm showing just white. Let me do that. Okay. New slide. I'm gonna delete those shapes and duplicate that a couple times. and then the next one, duplicate that, and slide 34, we're actually going to change the background from a white color to a photo. So let's first have a look at some photos. Where I download my photos is from a site called Unsplash. So it's unsplash.com. So the photos here are free. You don't have to even credit them if that's what you wanted. So we're going to select something really amazing here. Most of the photos here are great. Okay, so I like how this one looks, so I'm just gonna download that. Okay, now it's downloaded. While it's downloading, what you do is just click on this button to download the photo. If you can't find that, you just click on the photo itself and it'll load up, and on the top right corner you will see the button called download. Okay, so now that I have downloaded successfully my photo, I could just click this area here and choose show in folder or in Finder. It'll show you where it is, and on my presentation, what I'll do is I'll just I can drag it if I want to, but what I'm going to do is that I'm going to right click, choose change background, and then choose image, and here I can just drag the photo onto this particular window. So that's what I'll do. I'll drag and it'll upload it to the slide. Okay, then you just click done. So now you have a photo. Let's choose another one. New slide. Delete that and choose a different photo. You just go back and choose a different photo. So maybe this one. Again, download. Once that is done, just click show in Finder and you'll see where it is. And then the same thing, just right click on the slide, change background, and then image, click on choose, and drag the photo onto that particular window, and it'll upload. Click done. You'll see the image. Let's do it one more time. Duplicate it. Change background. Choose. Let's go to that particular tab. Choose a different photo. Okay, now that it's downloaded, show in folder or show in Finder, and then you could actually just click that and drag it to your window or your tab, and then let go until you see that you're able to drop it on that particular window. Okay, so now that we have 3 different images as background of our slide, so the next thing that we'll do is just add in some text here. So instead of inserting a word art, what we're going to do is we're going to insert a text box, and just going to click and drag on my slide and type the word G-O-D. Now you can't clearly see it, but it's there. Highlight the word and then change the color to white, okay, using the text color, and then after that change the font size to maybe 120, and then the font to, let's say, Georgia. Okay, I'm gonna resize this so that it's completely the same size as the width of the slide, and then choose alignment to center align the text in the slide. Resize. Okay, and I'm gonna also click the box, the text box, and move it a little bit up. Oh, this is too big. Like that. Okay. Now that I have done that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on the box, okay, and then right click, copy, and then right click, paste it. Again, the shortcut for that is Control C and then Control V, but if you're using a Mac, it's Command C and then Command V after. Okay, I'm gonna move this a little bit and then highlight the word and then change it to, okay, and then after the letter I'm gonna press space, but this is too big, so I'm gonna highlight this and change the font size to maybe 72. Still too big. 60. Okay, now I'm gonna resize a little bit more. Okay, now that I have that, I'm just gonna highlight both of them, Control C or Command C to copy, and then go to my next slide and then press Control V or Command V to paste. Okay, do the same thing on the other. Slide. So okay, we have that. The next thing that we need to do is to create the moving text. So I'm gonna duplicate this and then create the text. First I'm gonna copy this one. Okay, click on the box, click on the box, the text box, and then right click, copy, and paste. Then move that. Okay, and then with this one, I'm gonna type Y-O-U. Okay, now I don't want this text to be as big as the word God. I want to resize it to maybe 100 and then put a space in between the text. I'm going to resize it a little bit. Okay, so the next thing actually what we wanted to do is to create 3 different text boxes with the Y, the O, and the U on each of those boxes. So I'm going to delete this. Okay, and then resize the box. And then this is what I will copy and paste. Okay, right now it doesn't need to be aligned. Okay, and then paste again, and then we want to put this a little bit outside the frame. Okay, and then this one somewhere there. Okay, and we want to start animating it by moving each of the letters into the middle little by little. Okay, so I'm gonna duplicate each of the slide and move it little by little until you get duplicate again, until you reach the okay. So it'll take some time for you to reach this area here. So I'm just gonna say, for example, we're already close to that area. Okay. You want to watch also how many slides you already have. You don't want this to animate forever.
Okay, Psst, too much. So again, the idea is that okay, that's the whole idea, and you do that for this one. The first is God loves you, the other one is God loves me, and then the last one is God loves everybody. And the same basic idea will be applied for all of those. So as you can see here, okay, and then the other one, and then the last one I did not animate the text, but instead I animated some image. In this case it's the apple and the banana. So how I did that is that, let me just show you a little bit of it. I'm going to copy this and paste it. Change this to everybody. Okay. And then we're going to have maybe an airplane here. So this time I'm going to just go to google.com and type airplane PNG. We want a transparent background for the airplane. Okay, and then choose images. Let's see, I want an airplane that's sideways. Maybe this. I want it facing to the right. Let's see. Let's start with this one. Let's do big. I think this one is okay. So you want a transparent background. So what I'll do is I'll just drag this all the way to my slide. Okay. There. And then pressing go. So that should paste my. Then I'm going to resize it from the corner, pressing Shift on my keyboard. Resize it. Okay. Shift, resize. And I want this particular airplane to move from here to there. I don't want it to cover any object, so let's start from there. Okay. Or we can move it from outside. Okay. Duplicate. And then move that. Okay. Duplicate. Duplicate. So let's see how it is. Okay, duplicate. If you wanted to animate a little faster, then you'll have to move it further from the last frame or the last slide. So I'm pressing my arrow keys up and down and right to position my airplane. So we're almost done here. Last one. Okay, so let's see how many slides that is. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's about 2 seconds. Okay, so that's the idea. And then the last slide is that we're going to make it fade. Again, it's just another text box. Sorry, shape, a transparent shape. Just like the one we started with. So I'm just gonna duplicate that a few times so it's okay. Just gonna duplicate that a few times, the last line, so it stays there. Okay, and then start fading it out. So I'm just gonna create the shape, and this time the shape is gonna be dark gray. Okay, dark gray, and choose custom and make it really transparent, like that. Not all the way down, but just a little bit, so you could kind of notice that it's a little bit darker. Just gonna make the shape a little bit bigger than and then right click again, duplicate, click the shape, then move it up just a little bit, so it's, click the shape again, change the transparency. Okay, duplicate, change the transparency,
custom. So again, the idea here is that, okay, it's slowly fading out. Okay. Let's do that a few more times. So if you find out that you don't see the fill color, that's because you did not click on the object or the shape. You need to click the shape in order for you to change the fill color. Okay. The last one is just I'm going to delete this, delete the other ones, then change the background color to dark gray. So it's kind of like completely covered, and I'm going to duplicate that a few more times so that it stays gray. And then add in the text, the end. Okay, I'm going to copy that and paste it there, and then duplicate that maybe several times. Okay. And then let's see how it looks like. I'm going to publish it. Click publish, click OK. Copy that. And let's see how our animations. Change this to maybe 150. Let's see what our animation looks like. Okay, so that's what it is. Thank you for your time.